There we go. All right, let's just get right back to it and see what we're doing. Warbeard is not a minstrel this time. He is a warrior because that's what I'm leveling currently on him. So I was like, you know what? We'll just get a different minstrel in the party for once. Let Warbeard do his thing. Hopefully I had him set to the right weapon, though. I didn't even think of that. Okay, good. I have him set to the sword. That's what I wanted. So like I said, what we're doing right now is just because I'm trying to build a new set in Freedom Unite to like kind of wrap up that playthrough, but I'm stubborn and the game's stubborn too, and I'm trying to get it built, but the game is being real bad about drop rates, and I refuse to stream it until I finish building my armor set. So when the game starts behaving itself, then we'll stream it again. Until then, we're gonna use these days to catch up on Dragon Quest a little bit. There's Quard, my best friend. I actually had forgotten. I thought we were finished version 4, but we're still on 4.0. We're not. I thought we were at the beginning of 4.1, but I double-checked things, and I was like, oh, no. I actually didn't get to do that planned stream way back when. I think that was like 2 months ago. Been a while. Just haven't had any weekends free, which, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's funny. I've been to this place countless times, and yet it feels like ages since I've last been here. Welcome to the Athene Royal Palace. This palace is hovering far above the city, but you probably already noticed. I'm going to go see my father, King Dominius. He needs to be informed of the Hexabeast and the Relay Gate incident. Since you helped solve both incidents, I'd like for you to come with me. If not for you, me and many others would still be trapped in that creepy mansion. Throne room is on the 2nd floor. Go up the stairs and then head straight down the hallway in the center. I'll go on ahead. Please avoid any detours and head straight to the throne room. How dare you? I'll go. I'm not going to detour, but like I could if I wanted to. I'm not going to let Quard tell me what to do. Especially not in front of Joe Neal. You know, it's funny, when I first set up my computer, I don't like at my new place, I don't know what the hell went wrong, but for some reason, Windows was forcing the refresh rate of my monitor to 30 hertz. And so I didn't really notice at first just being in the Windows screen, but the first thing I did was start playing Dragon Quest X a little bit, and it was running weird, but it had been a while since I played it, so I was like, is this how it always was, or is there something wrong? And then eventually I figured it out, and I was like, no, there's something definitely wrong with the frame rate. But it said it was running at 60, and it was, but it was being restricted by whatever the hell Windows decided to do to my monitor. So I fixed it, but for about 10 or 15 minutes, I was staring at it, and I was like, what the hell is going on with this game? I thought maybe the last update that they put out for Dragon Quest X messed something up, but it was on my end. Your Majesty King Dominius, I, Quard, commander of the Royal Army, have returned. Ooh, he's got a big hat. But he's got a villain mustache, which I'm not into. Yes, you may rise. I'm well aware of the issues regarding the relay gate and how it was malfunctioning. Yet here you stand. Am I to assume you have solved this incident? Yes, Your Majesty. I'm here to deliver my full report on the relay gate incident. But first, let me explain what caused the malfunctioning. The cause, I'm fairly certain that it was simply caused by the gate growing worn with age. Why are you butting in? Get out of here. Oh, forgive me, I was in the middle of a report myself. The cause of the malfunction, sorry, wasn't age or poor maintenance, it was sabotage. We found a strange device inside the relay gate. That magical device, I've decided to call it the Phantom Light for now. That light would trap anyone who used the gate inside some kind of strange pocket dimension. Both me and this person, Belkram, were trapped inside of it for some time. Thanks to Belkram, we managed to escape. We found the device installed inside the gate on the Kimball side. You don't seem to have a guidebook. Are you a foreigner? Well, no matter. Have you discovered who created this device? I have my alchemists investigating the matter. I'll have a full report ready when we find something. I see, very good. Commander Quad and you too, Belkram. You both have done well involving this situation. Solving this situation, I would assume. Oh, I thought we were going to get the scepter. I shall now return to the Time-Seer Temple. I shall find for Athena a path that leads to a just and prosperous future. Glory to the kingdom of Athene! In the temple, the king will use the Time-Seer box to see into the future and write new guidelines for the people to follow. The responsibility of the king, and it's quite important. So then, Belkram, I think we should move on to the task at hand. You do remember why we originally came here to the palace, right? The thing my sister said with the memory crystal? Yes, I do remember that. Raid said we had to work together to reach the palace, which she said was closed off. It's like a prophecy. She somehow knew the relay gate was going to be sabotaged. Furthermore, she asked you personally by name to do a favor for her. I'm sure any questions we have will be answered once we meet up with her. If you want to find my sister's room, leave the throne room and make a left. It's on the east side of the second floor. I'll go ahead and meet you there. Don't keep us waiting for too long. Why don't, just walk with me, my brother? You don't gotta run ahead every time. So he walks all calm, but when he gets out the door, he just, books it. I haven't had any time to play this week too. I had things I wanted to get done on Warbeard, but I literally have had no time to just chill out and enjoy the game for a bit. Oh no, you must be Mr. Belkram. Mr. Quard told me. Please, go in. Here's my bud. There's charcoal. You're late, Quard. Since I heard that you came up to the palace, I've been here waiting and waiting. Or I would have loved to come here first, but I had business to attend to. I wasn't ignoring you on purpose. Ah, here they come. Look, charcoal loves me. Do you remember this person, Maraid? Of course, it's that snappy dresser Belcrum. Don't you dare say you don't remember me. Okay, good. Wait, I remember. You're Belcrum, right? Yep. I knew it. It's been a while. I'm so glad you could come. 6 months ago, our father ascended to the throne and we moved from the old mansion to the palace. People also started calling me Princess. By the way, it was very rude of you to just disappear like that. I spent ages looking for you, you know. You could have at least said goodbye or anything, really. But even still, it's nice to see you again. Forget all that. There's something I need to ask you. Why did you send this to us? Quard showed Maraid the contents of the red memory crystal. One sec, sorry. Boop. There we go. What's this? I don't remember anything about sending this. That girl looks just like me. I don't have some kind of double, do I? You really not know anything about this? Then who was the person who sent the crystal? Well, I don't remember recording anything like this at all, but... Oh, but you're right. I do have something I need you to do for me right now. Relay gate broke down, didn't it? I've been wondering how Aunt Marone was doing over at the Padria Mansion. Now that it's fixed, I was wondering if we could go and check up on her and make sure she's all right. Inquired Princess Maraid. My apologies for interrupting your conversation. What's your business here? Sir, Advisor Javeri has asked me to escort His Highness the Prince to the meeting room. It concerns the Royal Alchemia. Alright, I'll be right there. Sorry, Maraid, I can't go with you to see Aunt Marone right now. Something urgent just came up. Peace out. Belcrum, I'm leaving Maraid in your hands. Keep her safe. That boy, he can be so heartless. I remember the days when he would cling to my skirt and wouldn't let go for anything. It's okay, though. The two of us can relax and have some fun without him. Don't you agree? You'll, of course, accompany me, won't you? After all, you did come all this way to listen to my request. The place where my Aunt Marone resides is called Padrea Mansion. You can get there via the relay gate. I'll be waiting for you at the gate, don't forget. Is charcoal coming? Nope, I guess not. Can I storyline teleport, damn it? I don't think it was version 4. They do eventually stop storyline teleport, and they also don't do this anymore. Like, go to this place. They're like, figure it out. It literally just says, it's like, check the last story thing you did to like figure out what to do. Which I'm down with, because, you know, I get it like before like a certain point. I think it starts doing that at version 6. It's like, just figure it out. You know what you're doing. But I get it for like a catch-up mechanic because it does make it easier while you're going through like how many years of storyline in that to just know, okay, I need to head to this place next. That's where we're going. I thought about making Belkram a warrior because I've been having so much fun playing warrior on Warbeard. But I was like, I can't keep changing his class all the time. Like, it's a lot of work to do that, like, over and over and over again. Every time I, like, get enjoyment out of something else, I'm like, I'm going to stick with Druid. There you are, Belkram. Plus, I've been having fun with Druid, too, so... If you're ready, let's get going. Plus, like, I'm leveling everything on Warbeard. So, also constantly changing classes on Belkram is just a lot of extra grinding to get, like, gear and Master Orbs and this, that, and the other thing. Because I have most of the Master Orbs that I can get pre-version 5. So I'm kind of, like, as good as I can have Belkram set up until I get up to version 5 right now. Ooh. It is kind of cool how they have, like, floating castles. A little opulent, though. I'll show you around. Come on, follow me. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't told you about Marone yet. She's the wife of my father's brother, my Uncle Padre. She would always play with me and Quard after our mother died. She was like, She was like a big sister, yeah. She would let me play here in her garden. Quard would come and play with us too. My uncle would play with us sometimes too. Quard would always bug him to teach him swordsmanship whenever he did. Quard was so happy whenever he won, even though my uncle just secretly let him win. It was pretty funny. Even though it really should have been our father to pretend sword fight with Quard. My father never cared about me or Quard. Eventually, he forbade us from coming here to play at all. Why is their father such a dickhead? Well, what was that? I'm worried about my aunt. We need to hurry and get inside. Alright, hopefully I like kind of double checked everything, but it's been a while since I played Druid, so this might be a bit of a roughie, but Warbeard will carry us through with his warrior skills, I think. Because he's, I think Warbeard's pretty close to being capped out on warrior anyway. Where is he? Yeah, he's like 5 levels out. Jeez. Damn marooned. Run, Mareed, it's not safe here. Dang old Hexa Beast. Lady Marone, you need to get out of here now. Please, come with us. Keep running and do not look back. I'll hold it off as long as I can. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, he's a battle master. Damn. I think guy's pretty good soloing it. Lady Marie. Hurry up and get out of here. That thing can get back up at any second. They didn't even care about us. Two of those creatures. I know she told me to run, but... even if we called for help, it'd already be too late. We need to save Aunt Marone, please. Ba, 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 ba. Don't worry, damn it. I remember the general story of version 4, but I do not remember every individual little thing that happened in it. So there'll be a couple of surprises here and there for me, which will be nice. I just, you know what, sometimes it's just lucky that I have such a garbage memory, because like I'll like really enjoy a game and then I just like won't remember anymore, and I'm like, all right, I guess I could play it again. I didn't want to sit on a stool. Come on. Obviously, I wanted treasure. Ba, 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 ba. Am I going the right? Okay, I am going the right way. I was like, did I get turned around? Go. Whir. Oh, Ferris doesn't fuck around. Good teamwork. Every time he gets a leg up, the other one just like comes up and gives him a cheap shot in the gut. My baby, please. Boom. I didn't even have to do anything. All right. I kept thinking there was going to be like a boss fight, but he did it all on his own. Never mind. He's all good. Lady Marone. Lady Marone, stay with me. Can you hear me? Marone, please say something. Aunt Marone, no. What's wrong with her? What happened? Raid, why are you? It's not important right now. What happened to her? She doesn't look injured, but she's... Yeah, you're right. No matter how many times I tried to wake her up, she just won't budge. No, please. She can't be. We need to bring her back to the palace right away. Our physician can take a closer look at her. You can hear the baby. I don't need to go away. Don't worry. He's safe and sound. Hey, Belkram. Could you help me to carry my aunt to my room? Sorry, get his unicorn horn. There you go. That's way bigger than I thought it was, actually. Belkram left the Padrea mansion and took Marone to Maraid's private chambers in the royal palace. Be a brave boy, okay? I promise your mommy will be better soon. Oh, good charcoals here. The smelling salts I have on hand don't seem to be working. And try something else. There's nothing else I can do. I'm afraid we just need to wait for her to wake up naturally. For now, we have no choice but to trust in Lady Maroon's resilience. No. How'll I explain this to Lord Padre? Hey, Belkram, can you go check on him for me? I'll be right there after I talk to the doctor. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, it's you. You're that foreigner that was with Quard earlier, aren't you? This place is the sacred center of our kingdom. I don't want a foreigner such as yourself just mucking about freely. Shut up. So you've returned. It's been a long time, Master Dominius. No, I mean your majesty. I'll provide you with my latest report on the whereabouts of your brother. You're still looking for him. How pitiful. That man is dead. There's no way he could have survived such a catastrophe. But he did survive, I'm sure of it. Lord Padre wouldn't die that easily. I heard shouting. What's going on over here? Well, hello, Father. What a pleasant surprise. I heard about your little adventure, Maraid. I was told you ran into the Padre mansion while it was infested with monsters. Padrea. Yes, thanks to my little adventure, we were able to save Aunt Marone. You stupid girl. It is a disgrace that a princess of Athene disregards her royal title and throws herself into the face of danger. The duty of us royals to preserve our bloodline so we may continue to lead our people to happiness and safety. Yeah, you seem like a great guy. Seems you don't understand the true weight of your role. How about you tell the truth for once? All this talk about royalty and bloodlines, but in reality, you just don't like that I went to Aunt Marone's house. Isn't that it? Just because you dislike Uncle Padre doesn't mean you need to impose that on us. Ooh, I knew he was gonna do that. He's a bag of shit. You are to stay in this room until I say otherwise. Do I make myself clear, Murray? Look at Charcoal, he's so angry. Your Majesty, with all due respect, I don't think you should hit your own daughter. Do not speak to me on royal... Hitting your daughter's not a royal matter, you bitch. As for my dead brother, stop wasting your time searching for whatever's left of him. Kill him, Ferris. Do it. Get him. May I bring you something to ease the pain on your face, princess? Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Where are you going? I need a little fresh air. Calling him a peasant, saying Uncle Padre is dead. My father can be so heartless sometimes. I wonder if he went to the terrace. I'm kind of worried. Don't worry about me, Belcrum. Can you go to the terrace and check on him? New quest, just what I've always wanted. There's like so many quests that I can do on Belt. Like on Warbeard, I did like every quest in the game that I can do. But, like there's so many quests. Look at how many quests there are that I haven't done yet. And like some of those quests have sub-quests, so like it's even more than what the list shows. The only stuff I haven't done on Warbeard is stuff that's tied to like specific crafting classes, because you can only you can play multiple crafting classes, but you have to like pay a bunch of like mini medals to switch back and forth between different classes. So it's not really worth it. It gets expensive. But I haven't really like spent a lot of time leveling up crafting yet. But when I do, there will be like a bunch of quests for that. So there is still stuff I can do on Warbeard. I just need to like get around to that. But there's just so much stuff to do in this game that I feel like I always feel like I have something else that I want to get done in the game besides crafting, which is funny because like in Final Fantasy XIV, I like exclusively spent most of my time crafting, but this game has like a crazy amount of stuff to do in it. Huh? Oh, it's you. I apologize. Things have been so busy, I haven't been able to introduce myself. My name is Ferris. Despite what you may think, I'm not a soldier in the army, nor am I an official in service to the royal court. I'm a squire whose loyalty lies in a single person, Lord Padre, the brother of King Dominius. And you are? Malcolm told Ferris their name. I see. Belcrum, huh? Lord Padre went to the city of Linjahar. On official business, I accompanied him there. A disaster struck upon Linjahar that day, and we were separated amongst the chaos. Chaos, always at it. Of course, I searched. I searched through the ruined town, which was nothing but rubble, but to no avail. I couldn't find him. That's when I returned to the mansion after some time, and then suddenly those monsters attacked. Even at her side, I couldn't protect Lady Marone. I had no right to stand beside Lord Padre after such a failure. But how in the world did a monster like that get into a mansion floating in the sky? Lady Marade, your father told you to stay inside if he finds out you're disobeying his orders. It's fine, don't worry. But a certain someone left my room with such a dark expression, I was sure they were going to throw themselves off the balcony. You're kidding. You know I'd never consider such a thing. What is that? It's the horn of that monster. It looked like it used this to steal all the life energy of Lady Marone's body. Well, it was no monster. It was a magical creature. See the jewel right there? Magical creatures tend to have a jewel just like this somewhere on their bodies. Huh, a magical creature, you say? You've been quiet so far, Belkram. You know anything about these creatures? Anything at all? Belkram told Ferris about their previous encounters with the Hexabeasts. I see. So it's called a Hexabeast. And it's a magical creature. The Hexabeasts really are monsters created through alchemy. Maybe we should ask the Royal Alchemia about them. The relay gate leading to the Alchemia was recently fixed, but I haven't been able to use it. Huh. And I might just have to rely on an old friend. I have a friend that runs a smithing store down in the city. He might know how to get to the Royal Alchemia. I'll be off then. Please, look after Lady Marone for me. Boogies. Hey, Belkram, can you go help Ferris? You remember what the red memory crystal said, right? This must be what it meant. I need your help to save my aunt. I don't remember when I made that message or who sent it, but I'm sure this is the reason why. I'm going back to my room to take care of Aunt Marone. You go down to the city and help Ferris, okay? Peace out. Also, apparently, maybe this very weekend I'll finally be able to get everything finished up around here and actually fully set up my office and unpack the rest of my crap. Because that would be so lovely, because I've lived here for a month and I haven't got everything unpacked yet, so that would be just peachy keen to get that all done finally. How could you do this? But I could just use the cube. I wondered when Karuru's gonna show back up. Yeah, don't I have to go... Yeah, it's down here. Okay. There's Fergus, he's Ferris's brother. You know, it'd be really cool, like with Square, like remaking the first 3 Dragon Quest games. If they like, I don't want remakes so much as re-releases. Like the first 3, fine. Like that's cool that they're remaking them because like they are super old, whatever. I still like I don't super care about that kind of thing. Like I'm just happy as long as it's accessible on newer hardware. But I would love it if they like keep going and like re-release and put up servers so people could play Dragon Quest 9 again. I think that'd be really cool. But it would be nice if they would like get all of the Dragon Quest games out on PC. Like I would love to have like 1 to 11 just all on PC and playable on the Steam Deck. That'd be great too. Hello, Belkrum. Here she is. I thought you were staying in your room. Thank you for delivering the red memory crystal. You probably don't even realize what you've done. Shall we go for a short walk? Your actions so far were the first of many steps that will lead us away from the path of destruction. It's hard to fight against the currents of destiny. Even if you fight with all you've got, it's easy to be swept away to the future you were destined to have. But even in those violent currents, there are brief moments where the water calms and you can push forward to a different future. The important thing is to keep moving. It may not make much sense now, but you must keep moving forward so that everyone has a future. It's the only way. I didn't come here today to ask for a favor. I just wanted to personally thank you. You would have helped Ferris and Aunt Marone even if I didn't ask, right? And Karuru. You can hear me, right? Please stay by Belkrum's side as their close companion. There he is, there's my bud. What's your deal anyways? How do you know me, Q? I hope you'll continue to choose the right path and save all our futures. Like, I'm not answering shit. Peace out, bitch. Get back here, Q. She's gone. There's something off about that woman. She looks exactly the same as Marie, but is she really the same Marie, Q? Anyways, aren't you supposed to be meeting that Ferris guy at the alchemist shop, Q? I really should have put a Q counter at the top of the screen for version 4. I would actually be ever so slightly, not that interested, but a little bit interested in knowing just how many times I have to say the words Q during this part of the game. Oh, we're going to Zeph's. Okay. I thought it said a weaponsmith. Maybe there was a glitch in the translation thingy. I swore it said weaponsmith, but maybe I misread it. Belkrum, what are you doing here? Ah, I wasn't aware you two knew each other. Small world, as they say. So, what brings you here, Belkrum? Belkrum told Ferris about Mairead's request. Lady Mairead, you're too kind. I, Ferris, swear to save you, Lady Marone. Well, if that's the case, then why don't we indulge Belkrum with what we were discussing? We're talking about when you were a researcher at the Royal Alchemia. Yes, during my time there, I had never come across any magical creatures with horns such as this one. But this glow, I can never forget it, even if I tried. At the time, my lab was researching the possibility of storing human psychic energy inside artificial jewels. The gems we used during our tests had the same exact glow as this horn does. Hey, Hero, how you doing today? Thanks for dropping in. He's like, huh. But what actually happens to a person when their psychic energy is stolen? Could it be that... I'm afraid I can't help you there. Research was still just beginning when I was with the Alchemia. There were still many unknowns. It's been a long time, so maybe the research has advanced to a point where it is much better understood. If you want to know more, you'd have better luck talking with the lead scientist at the time, who is now their current director. So we're going to have to go there after all. Part of the reason I came to you is because the Alchemia's relay gate is down. Is that right? And why not just visit the director's house? If you're lucky, you might be able to meet him there. The director's house. Well, let's hope he made it back from the Alchemia before the gate went down. Alright, here's what we'll do. I'll try to find a way to reach the Alchemia without using a relay gate. Do they really just have, like, so many things that are inaccessible without teleportation? That seems like a dumb idea. Sorry, Belkram, but can you check the director's house for me? Thanks. Peace out. Ah, dear. Still as impatient as ever, I see. Alright, in order to get to Director Young's house, you have to... Hey, there's my friend. God, Belkram. Wait, Zeth. Did I hear you just mention Yang? What are you thinking, introducing Belkram to such a shady guy? Linka, aren't you being a little too cheeky in front of our friend here? He's a creep. Whenever I would deliver orders to his house, that no-good lecher would just stare directly at my chest. Maybe consider a change of attire. You shut your mouth. She can wear what she wants. Huh, not a chance. As I was saying, Director Young's house is on the northwest side of the Central Plaza. I will head there now and give him a punch in the mouth for being a lecher. I can't remember, is Jonil count as an umbrella or is he a pet? One sec. Is he an umbrella? He is an umbrella. Okay, cool. So I could also have a pet. So when we could eventually have a kitty cat, I'll get that too. And then we'll have a little buddy who runs around behind us. I do need to take a look ahead a little bit because I remember there was a couple of parts in version 4 where there were side quests that like you had to do them to be able to progress the main story. So I'm gonna try to double check where those were because I can't remember quite where they were. And make sure they're done so that we don't get like hung up at a part. I guess I could just do the quest on stream if we hit a point where we need to have done it, but if it's not like pertinent to the story, I'm gonna try to keep that to a minimum. Because I've really been just enjoying keeping this playthrough focused on the story. Mum Arbon will help us. What? What do you mean? Where's Director Yang? Well, I'd like to ask him myself. I'm in trouble too. I work as a housekeeper here. But Miss Young hasn't come home. I'm worried about what will happen to my salary this month. I've seen him stay at the Institute and not come home for a few days many times before, but never for such a long time. The letter I delivered to the study on the second floor is still on the desk. And it doesn't look like he came home while I was gone, huh? Just rob him. If he doesn't pay you, steal his shit until your salary is paid. Don't work for free. I don't do shit for free. Well, I guess I stream for free, but that's because it's a hobby. Letter to Director Yang. Would you like to read it? Of course. Malcolm read the letter to Director Yang. Rumors of its appearance in Bantry region have reached Freedom Village. Even after I resigned in protest and left the Royal Alchemia, you continued that abominable research, didn't you? Most likely, he is told that he could have the position of director, so he continued his research. You snobby bastard. I won't say anything bad about it. Destroy all the materials related to it immediately. Never touch that research again. Those who continue this forbidden research will surely be dealt a painful blow one day. From Wagmika. Well, sometimes I do if I'm at work and I go to the bathroom. Okay, you're making pretty good progress through version 2 then as well. There you are. I'm glad we ended up at the same place. Ferris, you're so cool. After I left Zeph's shop, I began looking for other ways to reach the Royal Alchemia without using the relay gate. I don't do anything for free, within reason. I heard rumors of a secret passage to the Alchemia somewhere in the director's house. I should correct that. I do lots of things for free, but I don't do labor for other people that aren't family unless they pay me. But I haven't had much, or a friend that asked me for help with something. All right, I'm just going to drop this whole thing. But I haven't had much luck finding anything that resembles it. Oh, from the desert? By the way, Belkram, what is that you're holding? It's a letter that I stole. Well, that's concerning. Curious about the research, but the sender is more important right now. If I had to guess, this Wagmika must have been the last director of the Royal Alchemia. Apparently, all the previous directors of the Royal Alchemia have lived in this house during their tenure. That's kind of cool. Get a house with the job. So if this Wagmika person lived here too, well, I guess if you get fired, you lose your house. Well, you kind of get that anyways in normal life. So if this Wagmika person lived here too, maybe they know where the secret passage is. If we can't meet the current director, then maybe the one before it could tell us where it is. Yeah, they are. I really like going to like pioneer villages and stuff like that. I think it's really fun to like tour those around and like check things out. So I've gone to like a number of them, like in different spots around Ontario. The letter says Wagmika is now living in Freedom Village. All right, let's head there right away. Freedom Village. I believe it is in the eastern part of the Tiplone Highlands. I'll go on ahead, but meet me there as soon as you can. Got it? I'll probably beat you there, Ferris. I'm pretty sure I've already been there. Peace out, bitches! New quest yet again. True. Both of them were out there. I haven't gotten any. I haven't like done a lot this summer. I've been too busy. But maybe I can make some time soon. All right, let's go see what Wagmika's saying. I like this village. Life sucks. Life is not worth living. What is it? You? What do you want with this Wagmika? Dr. asked for the location of the secret passage to the Royal Alchemia. What? You too? I never thought I'd see so many monophiles in a row. I've got Ferris Osa here too. He came to ask where the secret passage is. He was a hot and bothered guy. He was annoying me, so I quickly taught him how to open the passage and asked him to leave. The wardrobe on the second floor of the villa is the entrance to the secret passage. If you enter the password into the wardrobe, you'll be able to open a convenient passage that will take you to the Royal Alchemia in an instant. The code is Hiku. It's 0527. Well, I hope you're satisfied. I'm home. Okay. Oh, was that 0527? 0527. Just in case. I think it actually makes me type that in. Well, wait for it, Morn. You forgot to tell me something important. To enter the pin code into that wardrobe, you have to put a handle on it. That's right. I feel bad for Ferris and Osa. I only gave him the pin number and forgot to tell him about the handle. Yeah, it's rad. It's a cool way to get in and out of places. I wanted to actually disguise my office door as a bookcase, but I was told that that was not feasible. Oh well, I'll give you the handle to the wardrobe. It's in the treasure chest by the wall. Attach the handle to the wardrobe and you'll be able to enter your pin. The code is 0527. Don't forget it, or you're gonna have to come all the way back here and ask me again. And I'm drunk. Help him open the treasure chest. We got a key item. Can I have a storyline teleport? Yeah, I can. There we go. Let's boogie. And no, it made me mad. No, this is at my house, like my office where I am right now. It's like, we should turn. My girlfriend was like, people will just know that there's a room behind there because it's in a hallway. It's like, okay, fine. But I'm not gonna pretend that I wasn't bummed out. Because I saw like, there's like a magazine I was reading, and it was like, it had like advertisements for like, basically you replace the door of a room with a bookcase and it's like all built, you just install it. And I was like, I could do that. I'm like pretty good at following directions for DIY stuff. But she said it would just be obvious and dumb. And I was like, all right, well, she didn't say it was dumb. She's not mean, but I was like, oh, okay, fine. And it would be like kind of obvious. I just thought it was kind of a cool idea. Do I just go right upstairs? I don't feel like I need to talk to this old lady. Maybe I could do that, but I'd have to shrink the room down by like putting a false closet behind the door and then a door behind that. So I'd have to like build into my office, and then what of me? All right, we're gonna leave Ferris behind. See you later, Ferris. See, that's why you gotta like pay attention in this game, because it will literally be like, no, you need to actually remember this number. Beep, beep, please wait a moment. Incorrect code. The code you just entered was the previous code. It is not the current code. If you've forgotten the code, please contact the housekeeper. Damn it. See that? I was all proud of myself, and then it wasn't even the right code anyway. All right, Mom Arbon, tell me the code right now. What? Wardrobe code? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes. That's it. Hold on a minute. Housekeeper went to the next room and came back with a note in her very hand. She just gives it to, who am I? Oh, sorry to keep you. I told Mr. Young to give this note to me just in case he ever forgot the code. I know I probably shouldn't do this, but if you help me find him, she just wants her paycheck. She's like, listen, man, I probably shouldn't let you go to the secret government facility, but I need to get paid. I've been sweeping these floors all day, and if I don't get some money, I'm gonna lose it. And you know what? I understand that. But if you help me find him, I'll give it to you. Look, there's Joe Neal. Damn it. I was hoping the camera would clip in when we zoomed around there. Mr. Young is not so good at tidying up after himself and often loses things, so I've been looking after his important stuff. But you know, that note only had the names of women written on it. Young, forever the unlucky one with women. It's probably just the name of some dancers at the tavern or something. I wonder if he told those girls the code. Maybe the tavern keeper will know something if you ask him. I gave you that important note without permission. I have no idea where you could be, but you must bring him back. That's true. But you know what? It's still wrong because that's how you trap people into working for free. Let's look at the contents of the note using Yong's note from the key items. All right, let's do that. Anyway, let's look very closely at how awesome Joe Neal is. There he is. Okay, key items, Yong's note. Looks through Yong's notebook. In terribly dirty handwriting, Nina Cute Romanique is written. In addition, there are what appear to be numbers written under the three names, but they are too dirty to be legible. There also seems to be a crudely drawn gold coin at the bottom of the page. What the? I don't remember any of this. All right, let's go to the tavern anyway. She gave me the book, and now I gotta go talk to the tavern man. There's gonna be a whole thing just to get in there. Where's the tavern here? There's too much shit on the map. Am I losing it? Where's the map? Oh, the tavern, you fool. It's got a picture of a beer on it. Okay, I'll get it together eventually. This is the tavern, right? Am I crazy? Tavern's in here. We're good. We're good. There he is. There's Gallus. I apologize for the rudeness of the singer who appeared on stage the other night. There'll be no entertainment for today, but please, no need to rush. Enjoy yourself as much as you like. Would you like to ask for the names of the women mentioned in Yong's note? Yes, I would. Oh, I see you have a note there from Mr. Yong. Speaking of Mr. Yong, he is one of our regulars here. Nina, cute, Romanique, sorry. And even the girls who left, every one of them is his favorite. Mr. Young used to come here full of excitement, but he hasn't been around much at all lately. Anyways, I digress. If you'd like to know more about those three girls, please don't hesitate to ask me. You just tell me, I already asked you. Nina, tell me about Nina. Nina's still active. When she's not up dancing on stage, she lounges around inside the tavern. Mr. Young was absolutely crazy about her dancing. Those nosebleeds were a royal pain to clean up afterwards. By the way, Nina is only her stage name, but if you ask for her with that name, I'm sure she'll talk with you. Okay. Where's Nina? One sec. I gotta get there's a thing I have to use to type in Japanese. Give me 2 seconds. I did not think I was gonna need it. Hopefully it's up to date. Otherwise, we're gonna have to pause for a moment. Okay, quests version 4. dancer, Nina. Let's see if this still works. Boop. And beep. Okay, cool, it's working. Well, hello, I'm Nina. You saw me up on that stage, didn't you? Wow, you even remembered my name too. How touching. By the way, Nina's just my stage name. If you get a chance, please come and see me perform again. Would you like to ask about Director Young? She'll be like, he's a fucking idiot. Mr. Young's a regular customer. Pretty wealthy too. I'd sit behind him and watch him spend when I wasn't up on stage. He'd get a huge nosebleed whenever I danced. His bloody smile was a bit scary. That's terrifying. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, young lady. Oh, that's right. There was this one time after one of my performances, he came up to me and said, "You're 217. Right? We're gonna type 217 and there. He even tipped me the same amount. I wonder what that number means. All right, there's that. Cute is a retired dancer. She now serves the church. Mr. Young, he was crazy about her. You should have seen how he cried at her retirement party. By the way, Cute is only her stage name, but if you ask for her with that name, I'm sure she'll talk with you. All right, let's go to the church. This Young guy sounds like a bit of a loser, to be honest with you. That's okay. He has time to learn and become a better person. Church, 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 church. Why can't I see it? There it is. As long as I have my beloved butler Jonil with me, we'll make it through every quest. Yeah, he does sound like that. It's probably Clelia, because she is the only woman here. All right, Clelia. And then I gotta get my thing to type. And boop, boop. They have so many quests in this game where you have to like type stuff in proximity chat, and boy, oh boy, am I glad I have this, because otherwise I would not be able to complete a lot of quests. Just where in the world did you hear that name from? Are you one of my customers from when I was still dancing by chance? Well, it's true that I was once a dancer. But now I serve the church. I've been reborn. Would you like to ask about would you like to ask about Director Young? Young, those unpleasant memories just came flooding back. To the performance with his breath heavy, he said, "You're 910. After that, he shoved a sack of gold at me with the exact amount inside as a farewell gift. 10, boop. All right, we got that number now. Honestly, it was more creepy than anything. And why that number exactly? Wow, he was so creepy that she became a priestess. I really want to get Belcrum up to level 110 as well, because there's like a cool new ability I can get, but I can't do it. I can't get the new ability until I get to level 110. Oh yeah, she's probably a nun, yeah. Nina, cute, yeah, okay. Let's just ask about Romanique. Romanique quit her job as a dancer, now serves the Royal Army as a soldier. I heard she's tasked with guarding the royal chambers, a fitting job for someone as dignified as her, if you ask me. Mr. Young was completely smitten by Romanique, kicking up her skirt and showing off her long legs. By the way, Romanique is only her stage name, but if you ask for her with that name, I'm sure she'll talk with you. Hey, she should have beaten the shit out of him. Alright, let's go to the army ward, and then we'll head right up to the royal chambers. Alright, I'm assuming we need to go into the palace. Binding. I do wish they would pick a different color for the loading screens. Like the loading screens in this game are just like pure white, and I'm like, can you pick any other color? I like a nice black loading screen. Much easier on the eyes. All right, so throne room. He said guard, so it's probably not her. She doesn't look like a guard. Is that a woman? No. Royal chambers, maybe it means the bedroom. Yeah, it might be her. One sec. Boop, boop, bip, boop, boop. Oh, that's my stage name. Pretty surprising to see someone like you interested in watching dancers perform. The men used to love watching me swing my legs around up on stage. I can still see their enthralled stares. That said, I still miss and think back to those days, but I've got a much more respectable line of work now. Would you like to ask about Dr. Young? Yes, I would. Of course I remember him. He was one of our most famous customers, even earning the nickname Young the Eager. Oof. I remember how intently he'd watch my dances. It's like he was trying to burn it into his memory or something. Yeah, 100%. And it's nice because they have it like organized like really easily. So it's like, I'm on quest 596. So you just scroll down and it's like, okay, there's whatever thing I need to say in proximity chat for that quest. And then you can just paste it right in. Super duper useful. Like I said, I wouldn't have been able to complete a lot of the quests without it. It made life so much easier. I remember, oh yeah, like he's trying to burn it in his memory. Oh, that's right. Speaking of Young, there was one day when he whispered some numbers I couldn't make out. I don't remember what the numbers were. I was too focused on the gold he was giving to me anyway. Weirdly enough, I remember the amount of gold perfectly, 6329. Type that in, a 6329. Maybe that was the number he whispered too. Anyway, I overheard him mumbling to himself something like, if I add you to Nina and Cute, it'll open a secret door. Okay, let's do a little mathy math. Let's do it. I covered up the numbers. 217 plus 910 plus 6329 equals 7456. Oop. That's when he wrote the note. I wonder what that all means. Probably means that the pin code's 7456, but you don't need to know that. You just guard this room and protect Marone. Let's see. Yeah, Central Plaza is the closest one. Let's boogie. See you later, Hero. Thanks a lot for dropping in, eh? I hope you have a good day and enjoy the movie. 7456. Let's give that a try. Beep beep, please wait a moment. Oh, confirmed. Please pass through. I can't get comfortable today. My legs are kind of sore. Of course, Ferris rolls in right after. Come on, man. Great, the code worked. He doesn't even know that she, like, didn't give him the right information. Yeesh, Wagmika sure was a handful. Didn't give me the all-important handle. If I return to the village, they'll just say that they've already given it to you. It'd just be a waste of time. I'm glad I caught up with you before you went on ahead. I'll join you from here on out. So this is really the Royal Alchemia, huh? How strange, this wardrobe. It's not some kind of monster. I love the wardrobe monsters. Guess we have no choice but to go in. All right, I'll go first. He's like, all good, brother. You can place Young's note on the desk and then enter the wardrobe after Ferris. Look, it's Wagmika. These look like portraits of past directors, which means that this should be. There he is. Dang it, not here too. Are you Director Yang? Who are you supposed to be? You don't look like Royal Army soldiers. You're assassins, aren't you? We're going to kill you. Gods damn you, Dominius, you traitorous bastard. How dare you? Wait, come back. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Ah! It's a hexa beast. That monster, a hexa beast, here too? It's going after the director, I bet. We need to go after it. If he dies, then all hope is lost. We have to protect him no matter what. Bum, 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 bum. Get some combat going, I think. I got like a cool new dual board too, but I guess I can't show it off. Oh well. Too bad, so sad. 1 sec, sorry. I feel like this place is, ooh, there's some claw marks. Well, there are monsters here. All right, wait, there might be treasure in this room. Can't skimp out on the treasure just because this is an MMO. Like, I gotta get treasure if it's there. No treasure. There's a hexa beast. Nothing over there. We'll just go down. Oh yeah, this is Warbeard's rad new armor. And then Warbeard's friends. Back there. There we go. Get some practice being a druid. I knew there was a treasure around here. There we go. Mage General Ring. I actually might end up equipping that, but I'll check out equipment off stream. I actually do need to re-examine my equipment a little bit. Because it has been a little bit since we updated. So there might be some better stuff I can get for Belcrum now. It hasn't been like a crazy amount of time, but I think I had the best stuff I could get in version 3. But now that we have access to version 4 areas, there might be some better things I can equip on them now. Well, at least it's pretty easy to follow the path of the Hexa Beasts. Okay, we'll grab that treasure. I do like that they finally added like a zoom function on the map, because like some of the city maps in this game, because the cities are like pretty dense and they're big, so sometimes the map was like not hard to read, but because they like have the map like fairly condensed, like up in the top leftish corner of the screen, a lot of the times with the larger cities I would have a hard time kind of reading them sometimes. All right, there's a transfer gate. It's a management bird. Time guidebook has fallen down. You read the contents. Never stop the production line in any emergency situation. Don't forget to be grateful. Thank you for your work. A heart of gratitude makes life better. Is that what the king writes? What a shitty guide. Alright, well, he seems like a jerk. He probably doesn't put a lot of effort into it. Alright. It's the only thing I can press. The switch of the black ball body. Would you like to press the switch? Yes, I would. Falcon pressed the switch, the lane in front of him stopped. Needs to be a device that switches the behavior of the lane of the same color as the ball body. Alright, that's pretty self-explanatory. So if I press this other one, it would probably turn them both back on then. I remember having to farm those. I don't remember what I was going for, but I remember having to farm those, like, mechanical golden dragons, like, for a while. This is a whole thing. Okay, there's the gas valve. That was weirdly loud. All right. Oh, when turn the valve, the steam coming out of the pipe, that doesn't look like steam to me. That looks like poisonous gasoline. Gotta be another valve. Okay. Then I could press this blue one to go back across. Or wait. Oh yeah, because I need to stop red, so we'll press blue, red, and then we can turn blue back on with the other switch. Alright, we got it. And then that way we can wrap around everything and turn off the other gas valve. Boom. Now we can just run around. Unless I missed something. Yeah, okay, cool. We did it. See, that's one of the things that I really, really like about Dragon Quest X is, like, not a lot of, like, MMOs bother to, like, put puzzles and stuff in. Like, this game, like, you can play it, like, as a full MMO with, like, other players, but it is also designed just as, like, a really cool single-player game. There's only, like, really a few things that you absolutely have to have other people for. And I know some people don't like that. They like where it's, like, forced group work, blah, 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 but sometimes it's just hard to get a group of people together. So I kind of appreciate that I can just, you know, do it at my own pace whenever I have time. Because I remember back in, like, the EverQuest days and the early WoW days, like, trying to get people together to get things done was sometimes a nightmare. And, like, you literally couldn't do it unless you can get, like, a group of people together that had time to do it and wanted to do it as well. You idiot! Don't you realize the king will silence you too once you've killed me? Calm down. You must be Director Young of the Royal Alchemia, right? I knew it. You are here to kill me after all. You're a fool. The more dirty work you do for the king, the sooner he'll send someone to kill you. Don't you understand? Kill me if you must, but remember that my fate will one day be yours. Hold on. Belkram and I have nothing to do with the king. Just calm down, okay? I have no intention of hurting you. I'm actually here to ask you for some information. So what would I have to gain from killing you? Yeah, you idiot. Do you know what this is? I'm looking for a way to save someone who had their psychic energy absorbed by a hexabeast. Do you know anything? You swear you're not working for Dominius? Why do you fear his majesty? Why do you fear his majesty so much? What happened? A terrible magical creature with the power to absorb a living person's psychic energy. We call them Helgagogs, and it was Dominius who ordered their creation. The Hexabeast is way better. But as soon as we delivered a large number of Helgagogs to him, that damn traitor sent them after us. When you say Helgagog, are you referring to the Hexabeasts? I can't imagine the king doing such a thing. How dare you rename them? This is a lot to take in. I'm not sure I can believe it. I'm sure you've seen the faintly lit door in the research building on your way here. All the evidence you need is behind that door. Notes, equipment, prototypes, all of it. You know of a way to cure people who had their energy stolen by the Helgagogs. A cure? Not sure I'd call it that, but it's a simple process to transfer the energy back into the patient via a converter. So Lady Marone could be saved? This key will allow you into the research wing. Guarantee my safety and I'll allow you to. He's gonna get stompered. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I thought someone's gonna, like, just drop in on his head. Oh, it's a cool one. A reinforced Helgagog? To think that damn king would go to such lengths just to silence me. Don't run away, give us the thing. No, Young! Okay, he's done. Alright, get that key. He's dead. Don't Ferris, he's gone. Here's the difficulty. We will do normal. I should probably have done strong. Well, we'll see if it goes down easy, and then I'll know that I need to go strong. You didn't have to fucking hit me first, you bitch. There's 3 other people. Here, have some flowers, bitch. It didn't work. I didn't get the wind weakness that I wanted. There we go. Get fucked, idiot. Almost dead, but we might as well beat everybody up, I guess. All right, we'll definitely do strong. Ooh, 2 more levels and we get a new ability. There we go. He's dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. Welcome, we need the key that Young dropped. Help me find it. I'll take a look down here. I found it. Why is Ferris like just a badass? He doesn't even need me. He's just cool. Oh, he found it. I think. Young said there's a door in the research building that can be opened with that key. Right, let's head back to the research building. I know I spend too much time in sales, man. Like, I've been doing my new job for like, I think a little over or just about 2 months, something like that. I can't remember exactly. Well, no, I started at the beginning of June. Yeah, it's been a little over 2 months, and my body is just like not adapting. Like, I'm still sore every day. I'm hoping that like I'll just eventually I'm like less sore. Like the first couple of weeks, I was like really feeling rough after work each day, but just I don't know why my legs hurt. Just I gotta get used to it. I like this job a hell of a lot more than I like my old job, but my body's all wimpy now from like years of just like being a salesman. But that's okay. Pain builds character, or so my grandparents would say. I don't remember which door it is. Is it all the way back up there? I think it might be. Yeah, because all these are locked. I don't know. It's going to be the advanced research area. That's it. Right there. Idiot. It's on the map. Yeah, I'm like really hopeful that like eventually my body will just be like, hey, like we're cool with this now. All good, buddy. But yeah, like every week it's been getting better and better, so I'm hopeful. Although I don't really notice any pain unless I'm sitting in like a computer chair, like if I'm sitting for an extended period of time, then I'm like, oh, my legs hurt. But if I'm like up walking around, I think it's just like if I stop moving, that's when I like start to feel it. So they got heal slimes, and they do have little hexabeasts. They're just cute little fellas. It's like a highly developed alchemical device. The cylinder-shaped tank is home to an unidentifiable organism. It's a hexabeast. It's not unidentifiable. It's right there. Moron. Sorry. This looks dangerous. Oh, there's like eyeball boys up in here. A ball-like fishy eyeball floats in a huge round tank. That is just like a little room. On the desk, there's the time guidebook and laboratory equipment, which I assume belongs to Director Yang. Would you like to read the time guidebook? Yes, I would. His Majesty the King requests me to smelt a magical creature with the ability to collect spiritual energy. He also asked me to smelt a device that can extract the power of time travel from mental energy. All of this must be done in accordance with His Majesty's wishes. Found the time guidebook entries that corroborate Director Young's accusations against the king. Oh no, treasure. That guy doesn't even try to hide that he's a bad guy though. Like, he's just a jerk to everybody. He just rolls in and acts like a prick. Every other king that we've, well, I'm trying to think. Pretty much every other king we've met in this game has actually been like pretty cool. So just as Yang said, King Dominius was the one who ordered the creation of the Hexabeasts. He's the only one with the power to alter the guidelines. These are certainly his words. Heyo, Angel, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by today. Which means it must have been him that ordered the attack on Lady Marone as well. Why would he do that? Why would he attack his sister-in-law? I won't forgive this, but right now we need to focus on saving Lady Marone above all else. Hold on to Young's guidebook for me, okay? Welcome received Director Young's guidebook, key I-10. Young mentioned some kind of converter. I'm not sure what that would even look like. But the camera is conveniently panning over to it. Is it? That's just like a jar, dude. Like, how do you know? Is this it? Maybe this book will say what it does. Oh. Looks like this is it. It's called a psionic converter. Apparently, it can be used to transfer energy back into someone's body. All right, finally, some good news. Now there's a chance to save Lady Marone. I'll take the psychic converter myself. We need to get this to her right away. Don't drop it, bro. I'm gonna get that treasure. That's actually really useful. Let's go to the royal living room of Athene Manor. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, I guess this is the closest, like, area to that. We're going to the royal living room. I'm guessing that's a throne room. Like, if I was gonna call something the royal living room, it'd probably be the throne room. One would hope. Let's see. No, it is literally the royal living room. All right, I was wrong. I thought that was maybe like just a weird thing in the translation, but no, it is literally a royal living room. All right. I will watch my mouth before I make a comment in the future. Wait, what? Oh yeah, like we're going... Never mind, we're going to say Marone. What am I talking about? Of course she's here. I thought this was, Maraid's room for some reason. Mr. Jelinian, has there been any change in Marone's condition? None, Sir Ferris. She's still sleeping soundly in the other room. As I thought. I see. We should begin treatment right away then. Ah, Belcrum, you're back. I heard you and Ferris were running around trying to cure Aunt Marone. Have you made any progress? Belcrum told Quard about the Royal Alchemia and the psionic converter they found. Interesting. I wasn't aware there was a secret passage to the Royal Alchemia. I assume that's not all you found while you were over there, right? Evidence of the king's misdeeds. Will you give Director Young's guidebook to Quard? Yeah, I'll give it to him. Belcrum gave Director Young's guidebook to Quard. Quard, you better be a good guy. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Ah, Belcrum, the doctor is just about to begin treatment. You're welcome to. Ah, Quard is here too? That's great. Both of you, come quick. Come on, Quard. You better read that book, though. Don't just fucking squirrel it away. All right. There we go. Why hasn't she woken up? Did it not work? Calm down, dude. Like, it just finished. Please, be quiet. We did it. We saved her. Everything's great. The baby's mother is safe. Ah, Ferris. Lady Marone, I'm sorry that I failed to protect you. I'm truly ashamed of myself. It's all right, as long as my baby is safe. Of course he is. Look at the little fellow. He's sleeping soundly. Great, I'm glad you're safe too. I'm fine. Belcrum was there to protect me. I see. So your name is Belcrum. Huh, what a lovely name. You just pass right back out. Lady Marone. Calm down. She's been through a traumatic experience and needs some rest. Let's give her some time. Yes, you're right. I'm just overjoyed to see her awake again. I apologize. Belcrum, I'm going to give you a present because you're such a good guy. Her recovery is all thanks to you, Belcrum. I truly cannot thank you enough for the help you've given me. You helped me, and I never forget a favor. If you're ever in trouble, I'll be right there to help you. I can't believe Quard wasn't here for this. What is that boy doing? It's probably being bad somewhere like Quard does. Oh, never mind, he's just reading the book and being good. Quard, how heartless can you be? Our aunt just recovered and you couldn't even be there to see her? Even Charcoal was there. Read this now. It's the guidebook of the director of the Royal Alchemia. Turns out our dad's a real bag of shit. Heartless bastard. How dare he call himself king? Father made the Hexabeast? There must be a reasonable explanation for this. Reasonable explanation? What could possibly be a good enough reason for creating those things and sending them after people? You remember the Phantom Light, yes? From the relay gate? It was branded with the royal family's crest, so I checked the records of the royal treasures and found something that matched its description. After that, I realized my father was involved in all this, but I couldn't imagine he was the one commanding it all. According to Young's guidelines, he created the Hexabeast to harvest large amounts of psychic energy from the people. He developed a device that lets him convert psychic energy into time-traveling power. But why would he need to do something like that? Pardon the interruption, but I believe I have the answer. King Dominius was unfortunately far less gifted with time travel than his brother Padre. For this reason, the previous king favored Padre over Dominius, to the point where he intended to switch the line of succession. Though Dominius is now king, the neglect and disdain shown to him by his father became a stain on his very soul. I've heard enough. The servants always know. They always know. Not allow that spiteful, feeble-minded man to sit on that throne any longer. I'm going to bludgeon him to death with this book. Quard. I'm worried he's going to do something terrible. Please, go after Quard. I can't stop him when he's like this. Alright, let's go get Quard. He's being bad again. Guy's a hothead. He just does whatever he wants. He doesn't even ask. He's just like, I'm gonna go dethrone my father. Easier to go this way. I'm pretty sure we're getting near the end of version 4.0, and then we'll call it a day. I really want to finish version 4 today, so, well, version 4.0. And then next time we stream this, we'll pick up with 4.1. We'll have to see, because it might be too long, because I am running short on time. But I'm going to do my best. This bitch can't even, like, carry his own staff around. He just has that dude on standby so he can grab it for dramatic effect. Quad. This urgent matter of yours had better be important. You're interrupting my sacred duties in the Time Seer Temple. King Dominius, I charge you with treason against the state. You will relinquish the throne immediately. Oh. That's a bold claim, boy. If you intend to drag me from my throne, you're going to need some hard evidence of my supposed misdeeds. The monsters known as Hexabeasts, which have been terrorizing the kingdom, were made by the Royal Alchemia under your direct orders. After the Hexabeasts were finished, you sent them after the Alchemia and killed everyone who was involved in their creation. The reason why the relay gate to the Royal Alchemia isn't working is because everyone is dead. The facility has been destroyed. Strange. How could you have learned the current state of affairs in the Royal Alchemia when the relay gate is inoperable? Someone discovered a secret passage that led directly there without the need of a relay gate and met with Director Yang. The director was also killed by the Hexabeast attack, but his guidebook was recovered. In it is the following statement. Uncross those bitch arms and read the book. His Majesty the King requests me to alchemize a magical creature with the ability to absorb psychic energy. Furthermore, I was told to create a device to extract the power of time travel from psychic energy. All shall conform to the King's will. All the incidents surrounding the Hexabeast over the past few days. You're responsible for it all, weren't you? I don't think His Majesty is capable of such things. You must be mistaken. Go on then. Try and justify all the evil you've committed here and now. Prove my innocence? Is that what you'd like, Quard? And tell me, who was the one who recovered this supposed guidebook? Answer me. Her name is Belcrum. They are not a citizen of Athene, but they are a person who has earned my trust. Pathetic. A stranger appears, gains your trust, and then they use that trust to make you believe in false evidence. Evidence provided by a foreigner cannot be trusted. Tell me, can you prove that this guidebook is genuine? Why don't you just, we'll just take people through the secret portal. I'll show them. No, how disappointing. Well then, allow me to present my evidence. Raise your eyes, boy. Look at this date. Nowhere does it instruct the alchemization of these hexabeasts. A clear contradiction, is it not? Yeah, but you write the books. Now tell me, which guidebook do you suppose is fabricated? The one held by your king, or the one provided by a mysterious stranger? Don't look at me with disdain. I'm a very good person. Quad, I do not condemn you. Your pride for this country and concern for its safety is admirable. I know the only reason you spoke against me was because you were so cruelly deceived. If anyone is truly guilty, it is you. Gods arrest this person. I charge them with forgery of our sacred guidelines and attempting to incite civil war. You know I can destroy everybody in this room, right? Like, you better not even touch me. Wait, Father, please, they're innocent. You've been mocked and humiliated, yet you still try to show mercy to this criminal. Like, he just saunters away, he's like, whatever, I'll go. Now I'm in jail with the buff man with the bull hat. Boy, welcome to the club, new guy. This here's the first class suite of the Athene Royal Prison. No, he needs a cooler voice. The name's Badindo. I'm the baddest of the bad. I've been involved in every kind of crime there is. His name's Badindo. That's a cool name for a bad guy. Ah, what a treat. We've got us a visitor. Oh no. Of course. Ha ha ha! Oh, this is just too perfect. You look good behind bars. Such a filthy, dirty place is a perfect fit for someone like you. Don't you remember me, Belcrum? Belma, former guideline enforcer. It wasn't that long ago when I was in the same position you're in. King Dominius pardoned me, and in recognition of my devotion to the guidelines, assigned me as Chief Correctional Officer. It is my mission to take disgusting, worthless criminals like you and reform them into obedient citizens. When I'm done with you, I'll make you into a dazzling human being with a heart of gold. You'd best sleep well tonight. You and I have a fun day tomorrow. What do you think, Bedindo? Oh, Miss Belma sure loves you, doesn't she? What'd you even do to make someone like her so ticked off, eh? Well, whatever. I don't really care what happens to me. I ain't worried about nothing. Here in our glorious kingdom, there's no such thing as capital punishment. It's like a paradise for us crooks. Now that the guards are gone, let me hear what you did to get thrown in here with me. Come on, don't be shy now. That voice is hurting my throat, but I'm going to push through for Bedindo. Let's talk to Bedindo. Okay. Now let's continue with what we talked about earlier. What kind of misdeed did you do to get your name taken off the list? I was arrested for eating and running away. Malcolm confided to Bedindo that he had been caught running away with food. I know. Whenever I go out to eat, I always end up running out of food. It's not unusual for me to run up a bill. I know exactly how you feel. When I'm in jail, I'm sorry for what I did. When I'm released, I do it again. Of course. I know it's wrong. The sense of freedom I get from being out of jail makes me commit crimes. Like accidentally eating and running away, which is rude. I'm sick of myself like that, damn it. There's still a lot to talk about, but we have plenty of time. Let's continue tomorrow and call it a day. I'm getting sleepy. I think I'll go to bed early. You can take the empty bed, then I'll see you tomorrow. You know what? He's such a nice guy for a criminal. I like how he's like, I get so excited when I'm not in jail that I just have to commit a crime. I just have to. Looks like this bed is where I'll be sleeping tonight. Shall we go to bed? Yes, we shall. At least they let me keep precious Joe Neal and my equipment. Malcolm lay in bed and fell asleep. Oh, it's charcoal. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'll fill in for charcoal. What did you bring me, girl? Meow, meow. Malcolm opened the pouch and removed its contents. Malcolm received 3 diamonds and a letter. Inside the pouch was also a letter. Tomorrow you'll be executed. When the time comes, cast the diamonds into the golden cauldron. I'm gonna get more fucking executed. Meow. Goodbye, charcoal. Thank you. Peace out. Don't get caught. Freaking me out, newbie. Stop with the cat noises, yeah? Got an early morning, so let's get some shut-eye. Sorry, Belkin laid back down on the bed, and closed their eyes. Then morning came. Stop trying to be tough. I already kicked the crap out of you once. Rise and shine, worms. You're coming with me today. Really? You're letting us free? I suppose you could say that. There's even been a grand stage prepared just for your release. So that's what this is about, eh? I'm supposed to get a pardon from the king himself. You should consider yourself quite the lucky man. I hope you're looking forward to it, because I sure am. Alright, that's enough chit-chat. Both of you, get out here. Dindo, don't trust her, man. They say the sociopath in front is a scoundrel who commits a new crime every time they're released. Be locked up for the rest of your life. The one in the back is the person who tricked Prince Quard, right? I can see some of my friends. I think someone like that was a spy all along. What is this world coming to? Loyal citizens of Athene, as your king, know that it warms my heart to see all of you assembled in such short notice. As you may be aware, we have noticed an increase in the number of violent crimes over the past few years. We do not have capital punishment, and because of this, criminals have come from all over to take advantage of us. I will tolerate this no longer. In the name of King Dominius, in the name of Dominius, 49th King of Athene, I hereby proclaim the return of the golden penalty. What's this golden penalty? Aren't I supposed to be getting released? This is your chance, okay? Jump into the cauldron feet first, and if the cauldron sees any possibility of rehabilitation in you, you're released on the spot. Dude, don't jump in there. But Dindo, I love you too much. You're my best friend. If you fail, you'll receive a golden blessing from the cauldron. Your sins are then atoned for, and your release is guaranteed. My release is guaranteed, huh? Dindo, if the golden cauldron finds in you even a tiny spark of rehabilitation, then your sin shall be forgiven. Golden judgment upon the sinful Bedindo. This is on PC. It's also on the Switch, but the translation tools I use are only functioning on PC. I use a program called Clarity that translates it, like, on the go. It, like, translates it and then puts it back into the game. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but that's... If I don't run Clarity, the whole game's in Japanese. Haha, and there you have it. Your release from life. The sins of the felon Bedindo have been atoned for by turning his entire body into solid gold. The gold will be placed in the treasury to benefit the people of Athene. But there is like a free version trial. So like you could try out the game and see if you like it, and then, you know, if you do, I like within like a week of playing the free version bought like version 1 to 6 when it was out, and I was like, I'm gonna play through this whole thing. Next, the judgment of the felon Belkram will take place. There's my friends. They won't let me die. Although I would look rad as a golden statue. Look at my cool coat. Belkram, if the golden cauldron finds in you even a tiny spark of rehabilitation, then your sins shall be forgiven. Golden judgment upon the sinful Belkram. Run the diamonds, you idiot. Do what the cat told you to. What's wrong? You don't have the courage to end your own life? Oh, don't worry. I'll gladly come over there and give you a push. I'll push you in, you idiot. Come on, Belkram, speed it up. Belkram recalled the letter they had received the night prior. Tomorrow you'll be executed. When the time comes, cast the diamonds into the golden cauldron. Yes, of course I'm going to do what the cat letter told me. Why would I not? Say bloop. Oh, they did do a bloop. All right, there we go. Cast the 3 diamonds into the golden cauldron. Oh, yeah. They created a golden friend. 3 golden friends. There we go. Yeah, you idiots better get out of here. Yeah, doing Bedindo's voice like really hurt my throat. Ah, monsters, run away, run away. All right, we're good. I caught up. This way, Belkram, or hurry. I knew my bros wouldn't let me down. You, where do you think you're going? What are you gonna do? You're weaker than me. I can beat you up. And my golden friend's gonna get you. I just punched her to death. They don't hurt like the innocent people. Okay, it's cool. They're just attacking the bad guys. We're good. Oh, thank goodness, Belkram. I'm so glad to see that you're safe and sound. Set off some smoke screens, so let's not dawdle and get out of here. Oh, they are bad guys. All right, never mind. Ferris is here to save the day. I'll hold them back. Run. Not getting away, insurgent. What's the king gonna do? Oh, he's got a sword. I, King Dominius, will grant you the honor of dying by my hand. You dare raise a blade against me, Quad? Have you lost your mind? Hold him off, Belkram. You need to leave Athene right now. I'm sorry for everything. Yes. Okay, that was a little bit more than a smoke bomb, my brother. It's not right for a father and son to fight one another, sorry. Let's all run while we have the chance. He doesn't even care. Sec here. Father, what are you doing? It's fine. Boop beep. Sorry about that. All right, we're good. Father! Go to such lengths to defy your father. You really are a disappointment. What are you? What have you done with father? He's a demon creature. I am the king of Athene. Those who defy my will shall be killed. Killed. Not a single one is allowed to live. He's got a little jiggle ball in his tummy. That's fun. All of you, get out of here. We'll take care of the rest. Need to get out of Athene as soon as possible. Master Quart is going to get killed. We have to help him. I know, but I've used up everything I had. If we don't do something, Quart will... We should at least go and help him, even if it's just the two of us. And if possible, have Belcrum help us too. Yeah, I thought the whole point was getting me out of here. I would go against Master Quart's wishes. We'll have to go without him. I'll go fight Robot King. I don't care. Would you like to help Quart and the others? Yes, I would. I don't abandon my friends. Come on. Who do you think I am? And plus, we have the all-powerful Warbeard on our side, too. So, like, we're good. We're fine. Stay back. I told you to run. So, you return to face proper judgment. I must say, that is commendable. I, the King of Athene, shall soon put you to death myself. You should feel honored. You stupid puppet! How dare you use my father's voice like that? Yeah, look at the little jiggle ball. The King of Athene, those who defy my will shall be killed. Not a single one is allowed to live. Alright. He seems fun. Strong. Oh no, I'm standing in the poop. I'm gonna die. You got me. Call that buffing. Well, at least everybody else is buffed up. I don't know if we can weaken him. No, we got him. All right, let's refresh this just in case. Lizzie's getting up there. Oh no, his magical ball fell out. You can't arrest me. He's not obviously not the king. Okay, good. Are you safe, Master Quard? Well, that a monster had appeared, so we gathered our soldiers and... It was no monster. It was a puppet. It was impersonating the king. Impersonating the king? Then where's the real king? Report to the minister immediately. His Majesty the King was replaced by an imposter, and Belgrim is innocent of any accused crimes. Sir. What a mess. It was me who was supposed to save your life, but it was you who ended up saving mine. I'm sorry, I got here at the last minute. I was under house arrest. It's not a good excuse, but it did make it hard to get here. Same engraving as that lantern. Is this one of the royal treasures too? I remember looking through the records of our treasures and seeing a puppet just like this one. Not only does it match its appearance, but also its personality and behavior. It is an incredible feat of alchemy, for sure. I just feel bad for Bedindo, because like he was my friend. Hey, Belgrim! I'm glad you're okay. Maraid said you were going to be executed. I thought now might be a good time to repay that favor I owed. You're like super duper late, Ferris. Is this the Time Seer's key? Uh-oh. Damn, they destroyed the evidence. Throwing the diamonds into the cauldron and causing a panic. I didn't realize Lady Maraid was such a schemer. This was my sister's idea? Yes. Before she went to plead with the king for Belgrim's life, she left a letter assuming the worst case scenario. But it's strange. She came up with this big plan and yet she didn't even show up to help with it. Damn. I have a bad feeling about this. Quard, where are you going? The king's office. If she had gone to see my father, my sister would have gone to his office. I'm going, so don't you dare try to stop me. Belgrim, I have one final request for you. Please, stop Master Quard before he does something reckless. I would help, but right now it's my duty to protect Lady Marone and her child. After this whole incident with the King's Double and Lady Maraid, I just have this unshakable uneasiness. Take care of those two. Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, never mind. Where's Bedindo? How we doing? I'm just gonna real quick hit up the inn because Druid's a little magic intensive and I need to make sure I have full mana just in case there's another boss fight. Malcolm doesn't have any sense of urgency. He's like, you know what? I'm a little worn out from all these fights. I gotta take a nap. I think once... Well, I have a decent amount of the Master Orbs for Druid, but there's still... I have a list of, like, the other ones that I want to get, but a lot of them just, like I said before, they're not available until, version 5. And then there's probably some new ones that were added in version 7 that might be useful, too. So... But that's okay. I'll just get them as I can. I got like almost like damn near every Master Orb in the game on Warbeard. Just because I played him so much. And like I've like leveled every single class up to 100. So I like kind of use Master Orb farming as a way to like grind levels for a lot of those characters. I guess not characters, but like vocations. Vocations would be the better word for that. All right, King's office. Okay, it's off the throne room. Okay, I see. Get my name, Myron. You, how did you get in here? I walked through the door. Chris has been quite the meddlesome fellow lately. All right, you can come with me. I don't know what's going to happen in there. It'd be reassuring to have you with me. Time Seer's key has been passed down from generation to generation. Without it, none can enter the Time Seer Temple. I was told that Mairead entered the office, but never came out. The only place she could have gone was inside the Time Seer Temple. Deep under the palace, at the far end of the Time Seer Temple, is a sanctuary, known as the Altar of Foresight. That's where our most sacred artifact, the Time Seer Box, is contained. The Kings of Athene use the power of the box to see into the future. By using the box to learn when disasters, famine, and plagues will happen, we can take countermeasures here in the present. Since ancient times, the people of Athene relied on the seers of the box to choose the best path towards the future. The descendants of the seers are me, my sister, and the royal family of Athene. But at some point, the kings of Athene started writing guidebooks and distributing them to the people. If you lived by the guidelines, you were guaranteed a good life. If you went against them, you were branded a traitor. People gained a compulsion to follow these guidelines, creating a suffocating and oppressive atmosphere across the kingdom. But if it were me, we've arrived. Let's head off. Let's get off. Come on. Don't worry, Maraid. I'm on my way. Damn it, I just want to ride my dual board. Intruder detected. Seal the entrance to the altar. Well, I couldn't have done anything else. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I guess we're not going that way. He's got a little laser light so he can see me. There you go. Oh, they just aggro. Alright, well. Aw. Probably easier just to follow them. Where'd it go? Okay, that was weird. He disappeared. Fine, I'll just fight the Chimera. I don't care. I should have ran away. Never mind, he's dead. It's fine. We'll follow this moron. Arkham checked the stone monument and found a hollow like a keyhole. Bard came up behind me and spoke to me. The shape. Perhaps Time Seer's key is inserted here. Would you like to try the Time Seer's key? Yes, I would. Bard inserted Time Seer's key into the hollow of the stone monument. The attestation of the seer has been confirmed, and a new authenticator has been registered. Blockade of the passage will be lifted when the authenticator's approach is detected. Alright, rad. Can I get around before he comes up? Alright, rad. I actually forgot that there was this little, like, kind of stealth section. It's a cool idea. I think it would have been easier. Well, it's too late now. I think it would have been easier to go around the other side, but we've already put in the effort to go this way, so we'll just keep going. Actually, this is fine too. They seem to be going along. It's just if we're going against them this way, it might be a pain. All right, so hopefully that should just mean that if I go through the lasers again, the door will open. We distracted the user of the certificate, lifting the blockade. Think we can go to the lower level from here? Would you like to go to the lower level? Yes, I would. Hold on, Belkram. Never been in the temple before, but I'm thinking the Time Seer's altar is probably down there. I don't know what's going to happen from here. Is it safe to continue on? Of course it is. I see. If you're okay, that's good. I'm sorry I held you up. Well done. Let's get on with it. I'm worried about my sister, probably. Oh, this place is cool. We're doing okay in terms of health and everything. Is that the Time Seer box? What's that light over there? Braid. Braid, answer me. Did he do that, or did the puppet kidnap her? I'm gonna assume it was the puppet, but where's the real king? I don't actually remember. Oh, word, this place is... Come on, what happened to you? I tried to stop Father, save Belkram. There he is, that's Belkram there. Belkram, you're safe. Get your hands off the device. Father, you're alive. Thought that doll had killed you and taken your place. The doll was assigned to handle all matters of government. As the current Time Seer of Athena, I have little time for such trivial matters. You did all this on purpose? What's wrong with you? You dare call yourself a king? Watch your tongue, boy. Cease your petty whining and put Marie back into the device. You insane? Look at how weak she is. You'll kill her. Box requires more power. Maraid, unlike you, has a large amount of time travel energy. I'm sure she can sate the box's hunger. All that psychic energy, you were collecting it for the box? The heligogs alone were sadly not enough to fill the box. It requires a terrible amount of power to reach its full potential. But you did let those things loose. Aunt Marone almost died because of you. I misunderstood the complexities of harvesting time travel energy. If you want to extract the power of time travel in high purity, this is the way to do it. Satisfied? Good. Now put Marine back in the device. Well, he's not going to kill his sister for you, you jackass. Also, that's your daughter. In a few moments, the Time Seer box will show me a future in which I can avert the downfall of the Athene Kingdom. When I save all of us from impending disaster, my name shall live on for all time. They will call me Dominius the Great for my heroism. When I ascend into legend, my foolish brother will be forgotten. He'll be an insignificant stain on the face of history. This guy has got a complex. Just because daddy loved him more doesn't mean you're not valid. You've done all this simply because of the jealousy you feel towards Uncle Padre? No, what I did for the future of our great kingdom. You're still a child. You do not understand the weight that sits upon the shoulders of the king of Athene. You made him head of the military. You're the one who's talking nonsense. All this talk about destruction and saving the future. Your words are meaningless. I care not about the costs. Even should it mean the death of my only daughter, the glory of Athene shall last forever. Wow, he is a terrible person. Oh, Time Seer box, show me the path that leads our great kingdom from ruin. I see it, I see it. Ah, is that it? Such an insignificant thing. I've done all in my power to have the box show me how to avoid our impending doom. Now I see. You, Quark, are the problem. Stand aside. Your very presence has confused the Time Seer box. Stand aside or I shall strike you down. Bard's like, Velcom, let's take this bitch. Are you insane? You're a disgrace, you goddamn demon king. I'll remove you from the throne myself. You dare resist me, fool? Once again, you managed to disappoint me. Nobody cares what you think, Dominius. Almighty Time Seer box, aid me now! Ho ho! Ah, such power. He actually looks pretty badass. You are an insignificant pest that will bring ruin to Athene. I shall get rid of you and my other failures. Not the failure here, you monster. Never again will I call you father. Mustache turned a different color. All right, we'll try Strong. Worst case scenario, we can skip the cutscenes and try again. I already went through all the bosses on Strong, so I'm not too concerned about it now, but it is fun if you fight them that way. Boom. Did I get the wind resistance down? No, I did not. I remember this guy, like, isn't much of a problem as long as you, like, can kind of stand back. This is one of the fights where, like, being a magic user makes the fight, like, really trivial. Of course, I accidentally used the wind spell first. Oh well. Damn Dominius. That was actually a pretty cool effect. I should kill you after all you've done, but your blood isn't worthy of being spilled in this sanctuary. You will abdicate and be grateful that I don't just cut you down where you stand. It's not over. I will never let my throne fall into the hands of scum like you. You forget where we are. I'm the king of Athene and lord of this sacred temple. I will not kneel down to any man. Time to see our box obey me and grant me more power. Again? More power. I'll bear any amount of pain for the sake of my kingdom. Ooh. Okay. What the fuck? He turned into Cell. Now we're fucked. And he lost his mustache. I am merciful. Your death will be swift and painless. Oof. That was a rough one. You royal twat. Welcome, redeem yourself. Offer your life for the glory of Athene. Oh no. Alright, we'll do Strong again. I forgot this was a dually. That's why the first part was so easy. Let's get the spirit out first, because it can resurrect if anything bad happens. Like that. Oh shit. I did not run far enough. Okay, we're good. There we go. Yeah, he's still not bad as long as you, like, stay back from him. Dead. Monarch Dominius is defeated. You know what I still haven't done in this game is, like, I still haven't really tried out, like, I've done it once, but I haven't really, like, done a lot of, like, the monster battle arena stuff. And I should, because I have, like, a lot of cool monsters leveled up on Warbeard. I should give it a try at some point. I've just been kind of, like, slowly leveling and, like, getting gear for monsters as I've been playing, but, like, I haven't really used them for anything. You don't think I'll let you leave this place alive? Uh-oh. How could this happen? I'm the king of Athene, to be defeated by a stranger who doesn't even have a guidebook. Box, I command you, give your king more power for the glory of Athene. I thought you were trying to power up the box, now you're just wasting all of it. Why do you ignore me? Answer. Hard, right? Oh. You snob. You. It's a Dark Swords man. This looks very bad. If you want to live, we need to get out of here now, Q. Into your box. Unleash your power. Q, I'm detecting a massive time shift. Beast. What happened to Dominius? I have to save my sister. Velcrum, please hang in there. Thank goodness, she's still breathing. Yeah. Drink as much energy as you'd like. We have a long road ahead of us. Monsters! Monsters are invading the royal palace! Oh shit. Of course, Ferris is like just up there bossing around, being a cool guy, saving everybody. Oh. This is bad. Just now the future has changed, Q. Malcolm's just like, I don't give a shit, get me out of here. There's no reason to stay in this era anymore. We'll return to our time, Q. Malcolm said, yes, please, like, I'm about to hit the ground, man. Yeah, I'm running really late today, but I am determined to finish 4.0 today. Thank goodness you're awake. We were worried about you, Belcrum. You may not remember this, but you were found lying on the bridge in front of the castle gate by the guards, and they brought you in. Belcrum, I'm sorry, Q. We were falling, so I had to bypass some of the cube safety measures, Q. It put a massive strain on your body, Q. Ah, you're awake. Kiruru told me most of the story. Seems like you had another dangerous adventure. Your adventures have expanded even further. I can't believe you went all the way back 5,000 years, and I was there to see you off. Kiruru, you mentioned that because of events in the past, the future had been changed. How does the crushing of King Dominius's ambition help avert destruction? The future did change, just not in our favor, Q. What? Lady Lucinda, we have a situation. What is it? Something appeared. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I think it'd be easier for you to see it for yourself than for me to try to explain it. Please come to the terrace. Something's wrong. Belkram, you come too. What is that? A cloud? Or an egg? Or what? Am I seeing things? In the destroyed future, Belkram and I saw the being that would cause the end of everything. Q. That was what you saw? Remember what I said about the future changing, Q? That's not good. This is what I meant. Our destruction has come early. Hiru. Inside that cocoon is the beast that would destroy us all. Q. Damn, that's a good ending, actually. I'm so shocked that I'm at a loss for words. So far, we've not received any reports of damage caused by the cocoon. But I'm sure that there's no way that such an eerie thing can just continue to exist there without any harmful intentions. As Kiruru says, it is an entity that will bring about our extinction, and we must do everything in our power to eliminate it. First, I'll form a survey team in the near future to gather information about the cocoon. Then, in due course, we'll ask for the cooperation of Ann Lucia and the hero's ally, you. I don't want to do anything right now, but please be prepared. And to avert extinction, you've done well this time. This is your reward. Please accept it. 100 metals. Speak to Sage Lucinda once more and enjoy the rest of the story. But first, would you like to reflect on your 5,000-year journey so far and your memories of your faraway homeland? No, thank you. Okay, is that the end of it? Because it didn't do the thing it usually does. Yeah, that's it. All right, well, I guess we'll leave it there. Usually it does a little like next time on Dragon Quest X, but it didn't do it this time. Well, that's okay. All right, that's where we're going to leave it today because I went incredibly far over the time that I had, but I was determined to finish up version 4 today. So, the going plan for the rest of this week is that we're going to play some Dragon Quest Monsters tomorrow. Have a good night as well, Angel. Thanks a lot for dropping in and hanging out today. And then if I have time on Friday or Saturday, maybe we'll get rolling on version 4.1. We'll see. But as I said, for the foreseeable future, until Monster Hunter Freedom Unite cooperates and I can finish building my set, we're going to keep rolling with this on Wednesdays. I don't think it'll take me that long, but it's like I've killed the monster over 110 times and I have 5 of the 8 items I need. So I'm a little worried that I might have to kill it another 100 times to get this done. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to thank you very much for joining me for some Dragon Quest X. I'm going to take a real quick peek and just see if there's anybody kicking around a raid, and then we'll shut down for the day.